First of all, Andrew, congratulations on what has been a truly outstanding year for you, becoming a pivotal player in Tipperary's All-Ireland victory and earning your first All-Star award. Before we get into this year, can you talk to us about your formative years playing underage hurling and I suppose your earliest memories watching Tip?
From an early age, I would have got a very big interest in hurling. My cousin Paul would have been on the 2001 team. So early on in life, I was, looking forward to going to Tipperary matches and being brought to club matches, and no different to any of the other boys around the place.
In those kind of really early age groups, what kind of a player were you?
Small little fella in corner forward, probably the same as I am now. I was always a forward, and out on the lawn at home playing away with my parents, and I can remember playing hurling with all my grandparents as well. Yeah, just really enjoyable times.
In 2017, you won a Harty Cup medal with Our Lady Secondary School in Templemore. How did that experience, I suppose, shape your confidence and development?
Gave me great experience. I suppose we had a lot of players on the team that had played minor with Tipperary, and they were bringing great experience to it. The likes of Brian McGrath and Paddy Cadell and these lads, and we had a great management team in Tom Burns and Ollie Fogarty, and they put the faith in me to play, and it was really exciting times. We hadn't won the Harty Cup in a very long time in Templemore. It was a great time for everyone, and it really shaped you going forward. I suppose gave you that experience.
Having made your senior debut in 2024 in the National Hurling League against Dublin, what was the key factor that enabled you to move from being a panel member to an established first team player?
Probably just a little bit of confidence, the management putting a bit of confidence in you, and then you repaying that faith by playing okay and doing your bit for the team. And I suppose once you get that first your first score or your first goal or the first kind of big moment, I suppose that kind of gives you the confidence, and realise that you belong here, and all those years of kind of trying to feel like you belong, right now you actually do.
Physically, I think, just from the outside looking in, it looked like you got a lot stronger, I think. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it probably is, in fairness. That's probably a culmination of a couple of years' work, but maybe particularly last winter, I would have worked very hard with the likes of Angela Walsh, the S&C, and Amy Maguire as well, who's a woman who doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion. She's absolutely brilliant at her job as a nutritionist. Still, definitely not the biggest by any means, but you just want to be able to hold your own against the ferocity of the tackles that will be coming in at inter-county level.
Many people will remember you as an intelligent corner forward on the Tipperary Under-20 All-Ireland winning team in 2019. But this year it really feels like you metamorphed into just a completely different animal, almost, into a ball-winning centre forward. I suppose, how did you make that transition? I mean, to that new position, but also it was like your game completely changed. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I think as the game kind of evolved over the last couple of years, the skill set that you have as a corner forward, it can kind of be used in various different positions, and would have played centre forward a little bit for my club, good bit for my club in fairness, the year before last, and I had great lads around me as well that I was able to ask a couple of questions to lads who had played centre forward before, the likes of Jake and Noel and these lads that would know how to play there, and probably not a position I would have seen myself in at the start of the year, but as the year went on, I grew to love it, and it's a really enjoyable position to play.
Your breakthrough match was against Clare and Ennis. How did you prepare yourself to cope with the pressure of, I suppose, leading the Tipperary attack at centre forward?
To get the start and to get the nod was great, and I put a bit of pressure on myself, I suppose, because I hadn't really taken too many chances that I had been given at that stage, and I kind of knew that if this doesn't go my way, it's going to be very hard for me to get another chance, and you can accept that, and you can run from it in a way, but I accepted it, and I was able to deal with it, and I got a bit of luck along the way too. In fairness, there was 2 goal chances handed to me, in fairness, and I had to take them, and it was great. It was a great evening below in Ennis, and it kind of set us up for the championship.
So just turning to then the All-Ireland, jumping all the way there. So how, in your opinion, did the team turn in such an effective performance in the final?
I suppose we had the benefit of playing Cork twice, even 3 times already that year. Neither game went our way, but we learned an awful lot from both games. I think it's nice the way the semi-final and final, there's only 2 weeks of a break, so you don't have too long to reflect, and you don't have too long to wait either. So I think we all worked very hard for each other, especially in that 5 minutes after the start of the second half, when you're 6 points down, and that if it goes to 7, 8, 9 points, that Cork team are going to be very hard to stop. So I I think as a collective, it all just came out of us in that 10-minute period. And once John and Dara and Jason started getting on ball inside, I think there was no answer really.
When you first heard that you were selected on this year's All-Star team, I suppose, how did that feel? And could you ever have imagined that just looking back to when you were really young, that you were going to become an All-Star basically?
Yeah, I don't even have to go back to when I was young. I suppose if you told me at the start of the year that I'd be an All-Star, I probably would have said, where did you get that one from? But yeah, look, it's great. It's a real honour for your club and your family and yourself. I think we'll all agree that the All-Ireland is the one you want, and that's the one that we'll look back on with the most fond memories, in fairness.
Andrew, congratulations on what was a brilliant season for you personally and for Tip, and thanks very much for coming in.
Thanks very much. Thank you.